play a critical role in the 2024 presidential election. We'll hear from students about registering to vote.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing serious criminal charges. Tonight, a USC law professor talks about the severity and consequences.
A brand new computer science building was unveiled today. We'll take you inside to look at the brand new facilities.
Annenberg TV News is next.
We are 49 days away from the presidential election, and today is National Voter Registration Day. Hi, I'm Kofo Jalaosho.
And I'm Brian Saravia. Tufts researchers found that the number of people between 18 and 29 who are currently registered to vote is lower than during the 2020 election. The student organization Vote SC put on a voter registration event in Associates Park today to increase voter engagement. The Vote SC president admits many young people seem apathetic about the election, but says it's essential to get Gen Z to the polls.
I know a lot of students on campus are feeling like, they don't feel represented by their politicians or their elected officials, but the way to feel represented is to vote, and I really hope that no matter what your political ideology is, that you go and you cast your ballot, put it in the mail, show up to the ballot box, show up on November 5th or earlier if you can. It's a really important tool that you have, and it's one of the most powerful tools we have as American citizens to exercise our rights in our democracy.
I feel like there's a large contingent of young people out there who aren't voting, but they should take that a little bit of time out of their day and try to change the narrative and change what the politicians are considering as a strong voting bloc.
Students can register to vote online, by mail, and in person at their local polling place. When voting online, go to votesc.turbovote.org and register from any state.
There's a new 7-story building on USC's campus equipped with an indoor drone flying lab, a 300-seat auditorium, and tons of natural light for students to study in. Dr. Allen and Charlotte Ginsberg Human-Centered Computation Hall promises ample space for Viterbi students, researchers, faculty, and visitors. A large number of donors contributed to the $130 million project that began in 2019.
The Ginsberg Hall is filled with beautiful, flexible labs and spaces where our undergrads and our grad students and our faculty can all come to collaborate. And it actually features a 300-plus auditorium that I think many people are going to want to use. Incredible new student creativity zones.
Students are excited about the possibilities the new Human-Centered Computation Hall allows them to do.
Standing in front of Spirit. Spirit is a quadrupedal robot, a robot dog. And our lab is interested in using Spirit both for locomoting through challenging terrain, but also, interestingly, for sensing. New buildings like this are awesome because there's so many new spaces to work in, right? This building has, I think, the first drone lab on campus, which is huge for people working with drone robotics.
As part of the school's push towards zero energy emission, this is USC's first LEED Platinum certified building.
The Senate has reached a decision regarding the future of IVF treatment. Let's kick it over to Dahlia to talk politics with updates on the bill.
Senate Republicans blocked a bill to protect access to IVF treatment nationwide. Today's vote could be a defining moment for both the Trump and Harris campaigns. The bill would have made the procedure more accessible, affordable, and more available for veterans. Today, one Republican senator dismissed the move as a, quote, failed attempt by Democrats to create a political issue. Vice President Kamala Harris has been vocal about her support of IVF. Former President Trump has said he supports IVF. His running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, missed today's vote. Senator Tammy Duckworth shared her concerns about the future of reproductive care in a Zoom interview for the Harris-Walz campaign.
I can't imagine having gone through my IVF journey under the extreme restrictive laws that Donald Trump made possible. If a version of the Alabama Supreme Court ruling had been in place, I might have been forced to implant non-viable embryos, suffering through more miscarriages, or risk me or my doctor being convicted of manslaughter.
The issue of reproductive care is central in the upcoming election, particularly among female voters.
Thanks, Dahlia. Do you any family or friends monitor your safety using the Trojan Alert system? You'll want to help them enroll in the new system.
From scheduling text messages to customizing your iPhone's home screen, find out the biggest changes included in the new iOS 18 update.
Hollywood was once the film capital of the world. Has it lost its top spot in its own country?
Let me tell you how we amplify our Latine voices. Check out Dímelo. We have it all.
Deportes.
Entertainment. Noticias. ¿Qué tal? Soy Mariela Gómez y bienvenidos a Dímelo Ahora.
Radio and podcasting.
Comida y cultura. Digital social media.
¿A qué equipo le vas tú? LA Galaxy o LAFC? Dímelo is the only Latina-focused media outlet at USC. Dímelo. We have it all.
Dímelo. We have it all.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with Chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
Out of 12 winning shows at Sunday's Primetime Emmys, only 2 were filmed in LA. Is the shining star of TV production losing its spark? With so much production leaving LA, what does this mean for future filmmakers? We spoke to SEA student Ari Elsol about this shift.
I would imagine, obviously LA has this kind of mythos of being the place where cameras are, the place where TV and film is shot. And just for variety and for the sake of representation and telling other stories, I would imagine that obviously it's very important to shoot other places, but also to have those places be recognized.
The 2 winning shows shot in LA were Hacks and The Morning Show, with other producers opting for the UK and Chicago for production.
Yeah, that's definitely a little concerning for our Hollywood family. Jeanette, what's the weather?
So, moving away from last week's heat wave, we are finally experiencing a comfortable 74 degrees today. In fact, if you're going out tonight, you might want to bring a jacket with you because temperatures are dropping to the low 60s. Now, looking into the rest of the week, we're seeing consistent temperatures around the mid-70s Wednesday to Friday. This weekend, Los Angeles will start to warm up again with temperatures in the mid-80s during the day and temperatures dropping into the low 60s at night. But don't plan your beach trips just yet, since every day this week is partly cloudy.
USC football is back after a bye week, but how will the team fare against Michigan in the Big House? Men's water polo comes off a huge ranked win, getting 2 players' weekly awards. And USC women's golf starts the season off with a win. All that and more on ATVN Sports.
Bonjour, je suis le grand musicien.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes, that's French they're speaking, and no, these children aren't French, they're American. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable new video language program for children developed by the British Broadcasting Corporation. With this unique BBC language course, children learn a second language with incredible ease. 4 delightful videos quickly become their favorite TV show and teaches children the same way they learned English. Learning another language becomes fun. You'll be amazed when your children begin speaking and understanding their new language from the very first day through this unique method. The entire course, 4 videos, 2 audio cassettes, the activity book, and the Parent's Guide and Answer book is available in French, Spanish, Italian, or German.
To order, use your credit card and call this number. We'll ship and charge you $28.08 a month for 6 months. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call 1-800-424-0700.
Okay, this stuff is really amazing. I mean, I put it in my mouth and I taste watermelon, but it's not just that. I taste strawberry too, but it's kind of like a watermelon-y strawberry put together. Hey, hang on. Sorry about that. And the bubbles are really awesome. I mean, that's why they call it Max, I guess. Obviously, that sort of makes sense once you think about it. Oh, I'm Dan, and that's Chuck. Hubba Max. A whole new kind of bubble.
Welcome to ATVN Sports. I'm Drew Yuskovich.
And I'm Marissa Russ. After a restful bye week, the Trojans will be traveling to the Big House to face the 2-1 Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines won 28-18 against Arkansas State last Saturday. Despite the win, senior quarterback Davis Warren is dominating headlines. After throwing 3 interceptions, Warren is replaced by junior Alex Orji. Michigan coach Sharon Moore said he made the move because taking care of the football is a key part of a winning game plan.
Some of it was protection, but at the end of the day, we just got to take care of the football. We can't have those turnovers. We take a lot of pride in making sure we don't do that. Usually when we take care of the football, we win. So that's what we're going to go try to do.
So, Drew, given Michigan's quarterback change and how they've been playing, how do you think USC will fare against them?
Honestly, I think USC will lose this game. I think Michigan will honestly win. They have a lot to prove. They're the underdogs. They're in their home stadium. They have the number 4 ranked defense. I think they should take this game.
I have to disagree. I don't have much confidence in Alex Orji, sad to say. I think he's a great guy. But you compare him, Michigan, they didn't win against Arkansas State because of the quarterback, and they're not going to win against the Trojans because of their quarterback. Alex doesn't have near the experience that Miller Moss does, and I think that rushing game was really key for him against Arkansas State. So I think as long as the Trojans stop the rushing game, I think it's a sure win.
We'll see.
Yeah. Trojans look to claim their second-ranked win of the season in Michigan against the Wolverines on Saturday at 12:30.
This past weekend, the number 3 USC men's water polo team put on a show against number 4 Pepperdine. The Trojans surged to a 16-7 victory at USC Athletics Center, putting up an impressive 8-0 scoring run. The Trojans' defense controlled the game as they held Pepperdine scoreless for over 16 minutes and forced 14 steals. Redshirt sophomore goalie Bernardo Hirzer was a brick wall with 9 saves, including stopping a Pepperdine penalty shot. The offense was also firing on all cylinders. USC's Max Miller got the Trojans on the board early, led the team with 3 goals, and was named MPSF Player of the Week. Robert Lopez Durant was right behind him with 2 goals, earning him MPSF Newcomer of the Week. USC remains undefeated at 7-0, while Pepperdine suffered their first season loss. They'll be back in the pool for MPSF Invitational Tournament September 20th through 22nd. That's all the time we have, sports. I'm Drew Yuskovich.
And I'm Marissa Russ. Now over to Kofo to learn more about an incoming lunar eclipse.
A partial lunar eclipse will be visible across North America tonight. More coming up next.
Let me tell you how we amplify our Latina voices. Check out Dímelo. We have it all.
Deportes.
Entertainment. Noticias. ¿Qué tal? Soy Mariela Gómez y bienvenidos a Dime la Hora.
Radio and Podcasting.
Comida y cultura.
Digital social media.
¿A qué equipo le vas tú? LA Galaxy o LAFC? Dímelo is the only Latina-focused media outlet at USC. Dímelo. We have it all.
Dímelo. We have it all.
Want quality name brand carpet for less?
Call Empire and you can get quality carpet at the lowest price guaranteed. And no payments for 1 year.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I've replaced your shoelaces with fruit by the foot.
So you did. I replaced your fingers with fruit by the foot.
Bravo. I replaced your bones with fruit by the foot.
Indeed you have. I replaced your guitar strings with fruit by the foot.
Seems like a step backwards, but alright. I replaced your DNA with fruit by the foot. That would be end of game, my friend.
Fruit by the foot. Fruit-flavored snack.
After the show, go outside and look up. A supermoon and partial lunar eclipse are underway. The combination of a moon that looks fuller than usual and a partial eclipse is rare. Tonight's events can be seen around the world, including North and South America and Europe. NASA lunar scientist Noah Petro tells us what to expect.
It is occurring during, quote, a supermoon, one of the larger than average full moons. On the West Coast, the moon will be rising as it's passing through, so you don't necessarily get to see the whole eclipse. And so this is going to be really special because as the moon is rising, it will be in eclipse. So you kind of see it unfold as the moon rises.
Tonight's events will end about an hour past midnight. So Kofo and Brian, don't worry, you still have plenty of time after the show to look up and enjoy the night sky.
Thanks for that, Jeanette. I can't wait to watch. And thank you all for watching Annenberg TV News. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Kofo Jalaosho.
And I'm Brian Saravia. For more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Have a good night.